Good evening and welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked onto Long Range Weather Forecast discussion for October 26th through November 7th. First of all, I want to talk about this is Hurricane Patricia, and it's making landfall now as we speak into Mexico, and it's the strongest hurricane in this hemisphere ever recorded. And let me see if I can get a picture up. Well, here's a picture from space, but that's not what I want to show you. Okay, I can't find it. I got a picture before, but this is um, Hurricane Patricia. This is where hurricane watches and warnings are in effect. And here's the current position at 8 p.m. 160-mile-an-hour winds. It's weakening. And the center at 19.5 north, 104.9 west, max sustained winds of 160 miles an hour, and still a Category 5 moving to the north-northeast at 15 miles per hour. Okay, so much for that. Now we're going to look at the period for October 26th to the 30th. Here we have the 26th. Models and ensembles are general agreement for this period, depicting a trough here south of the Aleutians, a ridge here, and a ridge in above normal heights, and a zonal flow across much of the nation. You're looking at the GFS, and then we're going to go step it through time, and we're going to watch how things don't change very much, and we reach the 30th. Heights kind of lower some. This is GFS ensembles, the European deterministics, the European ensembles, and here is Canadian ensembles, all forecasting above normal heights with a zone of flow. During this period, expect moderate to heavy rainfall is likely across the northern Gulf states, northeastern Tennessee Valley, Ohio Valleys, Appalachian, Southeast, and the Mid-Atlantic late this period. I think it'll happen down in here first. I think it'll happen here first. I think it'll happen first across this area here as that hurricane comes in here and transports moisture into this region, and then slowly spread up into this area as a frontal zone catches some of this moisture. So that's where the most heaviest rain. Rain is also forecast for much of California and the Northwest. Temperatures will be above normal for areas of the West and below normal in the East. We're going to look now at the pair for October 29th through November 2nd. Here's the 29th. Looking again at the GFS, still a trough here, ridge, zone of flow. And I'm going to go through the period here, and we're going to go to the second, and you can see that the GFS has a trough here, and it seems to deepen as we go through time. But it stays across the east central states. We'll have a ridge here, trough configuration. And then we take a look at the rest of the models. Now, the European deterministics has a trough to the west, ridge in the east. That's the only model that does that. Its ensembles has a weaker trough centered over the southwest, but the Canadian also has above normal heights with a zonal flow. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting and the computer just froze because I'm doing scans and everything else. Hold on a second. It'll freeze up in a second. Sorry for technical difficulties here. There we go. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures here, below normal temperatures for this region, and then we take a look at the temperature anomalies. And we're looking at second. I'm going to look for something that closely resembles the pattern that I'm looking for. I'm calling for temperatures to be about 4 to 6 degrees below normal here, and using a combination of the models and calling for temperatures in the above normal areas to be about 4 to 8 degrees above normal for precipitation. Calling for above normal precipitation here and here. We're going to look now at the period for November 3rd to the 7th. Here we are at the 2nd. You can still see that the GFS still has a fairly deep trough here across south central states. And we go to the 4th, it's still here, kind of deepens more. Still have a ridge trough configuration. And we look at the other models, perhaps it's ensembles, perhaps a weaker trough here across the Mississippi Valley. Still a ridge here. Zone of flow basically, maybe a broad cyclonic flow across much of the nation. And then we look at the European ensembles, and the Canadian ensemble still shows a warm bias with above normal heights and a flat flow across much of the nation. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures here. We'll take a look at the temperature anomalies. And we see that temperatures will be generally about 4 to 6 degrees above normal, and for precipitation, I'm calling for above normal precipitation here and here, and we're below normal precipitation for this region. So that is the long range weather forecast discussion for October 26th through November 7th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.